Mr. Rand isn't sure when he'll be back, so he told Nilo to just figure it out for himself. But Nilo feels super confident about his learning, like savouring a delicious ice cream. Mr. Rand's explanation of fatherhood sounds like Nilo, this positive English guy, ruling the world. Nilo is like a wheel that never stops turning, just brimming over with boundless excitement. Nilo was so amazed by painting that Mr. Rand thought he should become an artist, gifting him a bunch of brushes and paints. Mr. Rand even showed Nilo some colour mixing, like adding colours to a rainbow. The church's annual beginner painting contest isn't a piece of cake. Winners snag a cool 1,000 francs and a ticket to art school. After hearing this, Nilo was absolutely thrilled, as if he had just consumed coffee, and without hesitation, immediately signed up. On his way home, Nilo ran into a wall and couldn't wait to share the good news. Alois' dad was the fan of their meetings, but Elwa firmly believed Nilo would bring her happiness. So, on that very night, they quietly infiltrated the circus, with Elwa completely mesmerized and deeply engrossed, while Nilo elegantly and gracefully pulled out his sketchpad. This moment was spotted by a fortune-teller who playfully waved at them. "Hey, your stars are totally separated." The fortune-teller added that their hearts are connected. "You two must have been friends in a past life." Finally, she pulled out her ring, and Nilo understood right away, placing it on Alois' finger. Afterwards, the two happily joined the circus, only to accidentally fall asleep. The next day, Alois' dad rushed in, and Nilo quickly explained he just wanted to paint a portrait of Elwa. But Alois' dad got mad, calling Nilo responsible, tossing his painting away like it was nothing. Elwa reluctantly picked up the discarded painting, even though her dad thought it was terrible. On the way home, Nilo wondered if his art was fake, but Alois' mum loved it and offered to buy it with a valuable seal. But Nilo gently declined, stating it was a gift for Elwa, and her dad stopped pushing. On the way home, Nilo felt a bit regretful for not taking the seal, thinking he might regret it later. He was sure that one day, Alois' portrait would be worth a fortune, while she shed tears over it. Alois' mom promised to talk to her dad, believing he was being a bit harsh. Nilo had always been like a big brother to Elwa, and he's one hard-working kid. Soon, it was Alois' birthday, and Grandpa specially prepared a gift for her, while Nilo muttered to himself about not going to. Grandpa comforted Nilo. Alois' dad is tough but means well. He just wants his daughter to be happy, although people have their riches. In the end, we'll all return to God. That night, Nilo sneaked to Alois' house, climbed up to her window, and delivered the toy Grandpa had prepared for her. He even kissed his beloved girl, but little did he know this would lead to trouble. In the middle of the night, Alois' granary caught fire. Everyone rushed to put it out. Even Nilo's grandpa was awakened. Even though he was an old man, he gave it his all to help. After a night-long battle, Alois' granary was still reduced to ashes. Thankfully, the fire didn't spread to the neighbours. Alois' dad's friend, Nilo's landlord, thought this was some sort of revenge. At first, Alois' dad didn't believe there was arson, but when he found out Nilo was there, he started to have doubts. Alois' dad thought Nilo was trying to retaliate for not letting him see Elwa, and he got furious. Without a word, he snatched the doll from Alois' hands and smashed it in the ground, leaving Nilo's explanation unheard. After that incident, hardly anyone in town bought Nilo's milk. Everyone blamed it and the landlord. Only William still cared for Nilo's business. Grandpa weakened post-fire. Before long, Grandpa passed away, and after the funeral, only William quietly stayed by Nilo's side. William offered his assistance to Nilo due to the fact that he held his mother in great admiration. Grandpa left behind a letter for Nilo's mother, filled with guilt towards his dad and love for Nilo. The day Nilo was born was the happiest day of his life, proving that true happiness doesn't come from wealth, but from within. He wished he could sit by the water with his father and Nilo again, quietly watching boats drift by. But fate had other plans. Now, Nilo was a real orphan, and Uncle William wanted him to live with him. But Nilo said he had bigger fish to fry because the competition was coming up soon. Nilo worked tirelessly at home, aiming to transform that night at the circus with Elwa into real art. After lots of hard work, his painting was finally done, and he was excited like a little kid. However, when he arrived to register, it was already too late. The submission phase was closed. Yet, after persistent effort, he finally got the reviewers to check out his piece. The reviewer was blown away by his work, declaring it exquisite and promising to submit it on his behalf. That night, the penny-pinching landlord came to collect rent again, but Nilo's dad had just been hunting for cash in the morning. But the landlord mercilessly snatched everything left by his mom, telling him to leave by tomorrow morning. The next morning, Alois' dad took out all his savings to buy materials for rebuilding the warehouse. Meanwhile, Nilo arrived early at the church, because today was the painting competition award ceremony. He accidentally spotted the cake on the ground and was about to reach for it when a woman stomped it into mush. In the end, with no one watching, he sneaked half to Patchai and kept the other for himself. Before long, the painting awards began, mocking Nilo's last glimmer of hope. Winning the competition meant snagging a cool 1,000 francs, and all his troubles could finally be solved. However, the competition outcome turned out to be a total bummer, with everyone's faces saying, "I can't believe this." If you found this entertaining, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.